Good morning, folks. Rodney here. Let me adjust this mic a little bit. Get it lower, maybe it won't be so loud. Anyway, I have enough satellites now to go up in the air, but alright, well, this is the second attempt. I got a live stream error, so it must be working now. Alright, well, I'm up to the altitude I want to be. Hey, Mike, Night Train. Good morning, buddy. How's it going, Michael? Anyway, it is another beautiful morning. The moon is right above me. It's a half moon still. We've got the sun on the rise. The sun should be around between 6:48 and 6:50, depending on which stream which weather app you're looking at. The weather app I usually use, the information comes from a weather station that's actually in our neighborhood here. I don't know exactly where it's at here in the neighborhood, but there's someone here that's passing that information on. So, I tend to trust their sunrise a little bit more, which may be a little bit wrong of me, but hey, it is what it is, so it doesn't matter as long as we get to see it, right? Isn't that the important thing, is just seeing the sunrise? There's fog on the water again, kind of drifting off to the north there. Oh, let's see here. Let me take a picture. It's cloudy, but it's only supposed to be partly cloudy, though that kind of doesn't look like it. But they're not calling for any rain, so we'll take what we can get. Alright, so I believe the sun will come up right about there today. John, man, you're amazing, brother. You're always the first one in the chat, man. I appreciate that. God bless America. Ronnie, good morning, my friend. How'd you do on your fishing trip yesterday? Did you catch a lot? And how that boat hold up? Inquiring minds want to know, Ronnie. Northside Hawk, good day or good evening to you, sir. I saw that you were in the chat earlier. Lance, good morning. Fishing trip canceled. Got to figure out why motor is in limp mode. It does float though. Well, that's good to know that it does float. But yeah, you're not gonna be able to do much fishing if the motor is in limp mode, unless you just sit there and fish, which I've done before. But I am sorry that the fishing trip was canceled, brother. But you'll get there, man. You'll get there. I'm gonna I think I'm going to try and go fish the ponds this week. Where my oldest stepson works. He works on a farm that has, I don't know, several hundred acres. And it has two really nice ponds on it that I'm going to go do some fishing with. But I am looking maybe to buy a small John boat or something, because I know both the ponds, I think, have boat ramps. And I would love to be able to get out in the pond and fish the banks, because I know that pond has some really big largemouth in it, because both my stepsons have showed pictures of these things. So everything happens for a reason. Maybe next weekend, maybe so. Dennis, you got a question, brother? I see a question mark there. Speaking of Dennis Lovelady will be up next, and following Dennis Lovelady, of course, will be Chris Hope. I believe he said it was 7:05 for him, so it would be 8:05 for Dennis and I. And then following Dennis or Chris Hope will be Johnny Drone Flyer with Drones and Coffee. So we got a full Sunday lineup this morning. For your viewing pleasure. And with that said, I just want you all to know that we do appreciate you joining us every weekend for this sunrise flights. To me, it's an honor to be able to do it, because sunrise in different parts of the country is always different. You know, they say there's no sunrise is the same, and that's true, because look at my cloud patterns this morning. Maybe a lot different than what it is down in Georgia, and certainly a lot different than what it is over in Texas. So each sunrise is going to be different. Which is a good thing, because that means there's a lot of beauty out there. Well, I didn't get to go fly yesterday, and I forgot to charge my batteries. But I do have a couple of batteries, and I can fly the Pavo 20 Pro this morning. When I get to the church, I always get to the church about 2 hours before church actually starts, so I can make sure I'm all set up for the live stream and stuff. We will never see this cloud pattern again. That's true. That's true. We may see similar, but never the same. But anyway, as I was saying, so I'll probably fly the Pavo 20 Pro this morning. Ouch. Mosquitoes, go away. I hate mosquitoes. Pumpkin, come back over here. He's on the stalk, I think. Anyway, we will never see this cloud pattern again. That is true. But I've already said that. Oh. So I have 6:40, so we've got about 4 more minutes according to one app, and 6 more minutes according to another. Not as colorful this morning. But still beautiful in its own way. Everything is beautiful in its own way. Take it from there, Dennis. I'm so funny, I crack myself up. Mercy. 4 people just dropped out. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Go Space Force. Yeah, go Space Force. Go Marines. Good morning, Rod. How you doing, brother? It's such a pleasant morning. You know, it's cool without being cold. And it's warm without being hot. Does that make any sense? Probably not. Oh man, it's watching the stupid rain on radar. Yeah. I know that feeling. Zoom in there a little bit. All right, I'll look at it. Obviously, I can't look at it right now, but for one thing, I don't have my phone out here. But I'll be looking for it. So I have 6:48, so that is one of the times that the sun is supposed to come. And we're probably not going to actually see the rain until it gets above the clouds there. There's some clouds on the horizon, apparently. Now that I've zoomed in a bit, let's see if we can't zoom in a little bit more. You know, it's quite possible I may be wrong about where the sun was coming up at. I don't think so, but I think there's some pretty pictures in there. Yeah, I get that, Dennis, but it just, now all of a sudden it just seems to be brighter over in this area than when I first started out. So yeah, I think maybe it is over this way. Hey. Man, we gotta get this pecan tree trimmed back. start growing into the house here pretty soon. You guys never gonna let me live this down, are you? Oh well, I probably deserve it. I like this, being able to focus and take a picture. That's an interesting shot. Maybe play with that. Alright, I'll quit playing with the focus now. It's peeking through at the bottom. It does kind of look like that, doesn't it? I'm going to let this cat in real quick. Well, we got 17 minutes. Dennis, I believe your sunrise is at 7:20 this morning, is it not? Brother Ray Kelly, good morning. Yeah, the Phantom 4 Pro did that too, Rod, and I loved it. Rodney, don't inhale a skeeter. Well, I'll try not to, but they just seem to be everywhere. Of course, you would expect that with a pond just, like 25 yards from my back door. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what Big E is, but unless you're talking about the USS Enterprise. She was always called the Big E. I saw a sign along the road in Banff a couple of days ago. Mosquito 1 mile. Took a picture. Wish we had that sort of alarm system here. Yeah, good point. Good point, Mr. Lovelady. Good point. Huge exposition. Oh, okay, okay. Well, have fun with that, brother. And that reflection on the water is awesome. Well, look at the fog to the lower right. Yeah, I can agree with that too. Ray, it is a beautiful sunrise this morning. Tailspin RC, good morning. Of course, probably afternoon over there. In case you didn't know, he is in Spain. That reflection on the water is certainly getting brighter, isn't it? I think we might just be able to see the sun here before too long. Yep. 12:56 in Spain. Awesome. Well, good afternoon to you, sir. The pecans are dropping off this tree just like crazy. Every time I hear Spain, I remember hearing the rain in Spain beats mainly on the plain when I was a kid. Yep, yeah, I remember that as well. Yep. That was a long time ago. But I do remember it as well. Right before you invented dirt? Oh, okay. But I've been to Arizona. I've never been to Spain, but I've been to Oklahoma, and they tell me that I was born there, but I really don't remember. Oh, man, I can't remember who wrote the song. Oh, what's his name? He's an Okie, and he's done a lot of them. Oh, why can't I never remember his name? But he wrote Never Been to Spain. I think he even wrote Joy to the World, where Jeremiah was a bullfrog. But a couple of songs that the Three Dog Nights sang and made famous was written by Hoyt Axton. That's who it was. Hoyt Axton was the one that wrote Never Been to Spain and Joy to the World. I'm pretty sure of it. Joan above Ireland, good morning, my friend. How are you today? Welcome to the chat. This looks like it might have been the first time you've been here. I can't make you a moderator at the moment, but I will do so at my first opportunity. But yeah, and Hoyt Axton also had another song that I really like, and it's called Mountain Right. So Dennis, if you've never heard that one, you ought to look it up and maybe learn it so you can do, when you do your requests, when I request it, you'll be able to sing it. Danny the View Chaser, good morning, brother. How are you doing? Look up Hoyt Axton, especially live on it. God bless America. Huh, okay. Well, Hoyt Axton was probably more of a singer songwriter, mostly songwriter, but he does sing and he does have a pretty good voice. So I don't think he got quite that famous, but he was sort of famous in the country western world. So. All right, well, it is 7:02, and I'm going to come on down. I lost track of time, so Dennis can start his stream. We got some good shots of the sunrise. We didn't actually get to see the sun, but hey, it goes like that sometimes. Yes, it is. I believe so, and you're welcome, Danny. Anyway, let me walk over here and grab this here flying machine. Point it at my ugly mug. All right, folks, well, that's going to do it for me. Dennis Lovelady's up next. He's going to be followed by Chris Hope, and following Chris Hope will be Johnny Jones Flower with Jones and Coffee. Folks, say a prayer for our country. Say a prayer for those that have been assassinated in the past couple of weeks. That includes all of the mass shootings, the young lady on the train, and what happened to Charlie Kirk. Just say a prayer for those families. And enjoy the rest of your weekend. Anyway, folks, love y'all. Bye now. Oh, yeah. Say a prayer for our first responders and our men and women in uniform. They certainly deserve some prayers as well. Now, where's the off switch? There it is.